Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take a whole stack of sources, spread them out, and really try to find those key insights you can actually use. Today, we're getting into something really fundamental, I think, that search for connection we all have, but we're looking at it through a specific lens. Artificial intelligence. Is AI just making dating, more efficient? Or is something deeper happening? Is it changing how we think about love, about connection itself? Are we optimizing our way to happiness or maybe losing some of that messy, beautiful chance along the way? We've gathered a bunch of articles, some research papers, our own notes, all to try and understand the algorithms and maybe the surprising ways they're shaping romance now. So our mission here is to really unpack how AI is changing who we meet, the way we talk to each other, and even what we mean by compatible.
Yeah, and it's so important to get that AI in dating now is, well, it's way beyond just basic matching on filters. That's old news. What's really fascinating, I think, is how the tech itself, sophisticated machine learning, natural language processing, predictive modeling, these are building completely new ways to connect people. The goal seems to be aiming for this incredible level of precision, highly personalized matchmaking.
Okay, let's dig into that because, yeah, it's definitely not just about swiping right anymore, is it?
Yeah.
These platforms are using AI to understand users, their behaviors, what they like,
Yeah.
with this amazing depth. So what's actually under the hood? What are these core technologies making them so smart?
Well, it starts with really advanced algorithms. They go way past just demographics like
Yeah.
age or location. Think about it, analyzing subtle user behavior patterns,
Right.
how you communicate, how quickly you respond to messages, what profiles you engage with. And it's integrating psychological profiling too. So it's not just matching hobbies. It's trying to figure out, say, your attachment style or your core values and find someone who genuinely complements that. That's hard for humans to gauge quickly, right? And crucially, these aren't static. They're dynamic learning systems. They're constantly refining the recommendations based on your feedback, which matches actually work out, the relationship outcomes. It even learns things like relationship goals over time.
Wow, that is a massive jump from just ticking a few boxes on a profile. And it sounds like it's not just about the matching part. I'm hearing AI also helps with like the actual conversation.
Precisely. That's where natural language processing, NLP, comes in. It analyzes your chat patterns. It's not just looking for keywords. It's trying to understand the emotional tone, the linguistic rapport, subtle things. Sentiment analysis, for instance, can help you grasp the feeling behind the messages. It might even suggest when it seems like a good time to maybe move the chat offline to meet in person. And
Mhm.
yeah, some systems offer real-time suggestions, topics, questions, even ways to phrase things to keep the conversation flowing, like a little communication coach, but one that learns your style.
A personalized conversation guide. Interesting. What about the visual aspect? Profile photos are huge, obviously.
Right, and that's where image recognition and computer vision are playing a big role. These systems analyze profile pics for, well, everything. Facial expression, the lighting, what's in the background, overall quality, and they give you tips on how to improve them. Plus, critically, this tech powers photo verification using facial recognition, sometimes behavioral analysis too. It helps cut down on fake profiles, sure, but it also learns what signals trustworthiness visually to other users. It really pushes for more authentic representation, which makes the whole environment feel, safer.
Right. Safety and authenticity, not just making photos look good. And all this data gathering. It's not just for matching, is it? Does it shape the experience of using the app itself?
Oh, absolutely. It's constantly optimizing the user experience. AI monitors your behavior in the app, swipe rates, message times, how often you log in. This helps the platform understand peak times, sure, but also, and this is quite clever, it can sometimes detect if you might be getting dating fatigue, feeling frustrated or burnt out. Predictive modeling then anticipates what you might need, maybe suggest a new feature, or tweak your settings, or even gently suggest taking a short break from dating if it senses you're overwhelmed. Imagine the app noticing you're hitting a wall before you fully realize it and giving you that nudge. That's pretty personalized.
That is genuinely useful. And what I find really interesting now is how it's moving beyond just a general tool. You mentioned personalization, but it seems like AI is getting incredibly specific, creating tailored connections for really diverse groups of people. What are some of these more specialized areas you're seeing pop up?
Yeah, there's definitely a big trend in age-specific platforms. AI is being used to build platforms aimed specifically at, say, young adults or middle-aged people or seniors, and the algorithms are tuned differently. For seniors, maybe the focus is more on companionship, shared interests, slower pace. For younger users, maybe career alignment or social connections get weighted more heavily. It's tailored.
So definitely not one size fits all. Are we also seeing specialization based on the type of relationship people are looking for? or lifestyle.
Yes, absolutely. The algorithms adapt. If you're looking for a long-term partnership, the platform might lean more heavily on psychological compatibility research and its matching versus platforms geared towards more casual dating. And then you have niche platforms like for professionals or people with demanding careers. These might factor in work schedules, travel habits, career ambitions, things that really impact compatibility for busy people.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, I've heard talk about integrating even more data points, like fitness trackers or health info. Is that really happening?
It is. Some newer platforms are starting to integrate things like fitness data, maybe health indicators, dietary preferences, activity levels. The idea is to build an even more comprehensive compatibility picture, and it can extend to analyzing, say, social media activity with permission, of course, or music tastes, what you watch. It's all about finding those deeper layers of connection, those shared interests that might not come up in a basic profile.
Wow, okay. That's getting really detailed.
Yeah.
What about virtual dating itself? Is AI changing how we interact online beyond just matching?
For sure, AI is enabling more immersive virtual dating experiences. Think VR or AR for people who are long distance or maybe have mobility issues. Some systems are even experimenting with analyzing body language cues in these virtual interactions. And there are also AI companions or coaching tools. These help users practice conversation skills in simulated chats, which can be super helpful for people new to dating or maybe re-entering after a long time or anyone with a bit of social anxiety. It's a safe practice space.
Okay, so with all this tech, let's bring it back to the individual. What does this all mean for you, the listener, on your dating journey? What's the big picture effect?
Well, the potential upsides are pretty significant. A big one is tackling dating inefficiency and burnout. By getting better at predicting compatibility, AI can really cut down on time wasted with people you just won't click with. Predictive modeling might even suggest optimal timing for certain relationship steps or offer personalized strategy tips to make the process less frustrating. It's sort of like having a guide to help you avoid some of the common pitfalls, like endless swiping or dead-end conversations.
That sounds like a welcome relief for many people, I bet. What about making dating more accessible or inclusive?
That's another key area. AI allows for the creation of highly specialized platforms for individuals with disabilities, for specific cultural groups, people with unique lifestyles. It helps create these niche communities where matching is more relevant and meaningful, spaces where people might have felt overlooked by mainstream apps before.
And the challenge of distance. So many connections start long distance now.
AI is really powerful here. It can analyze cultural compatibility nuances, help bridge language barriers with translation tools, even optimize for time zones to suggest good times to connect. And the more advanced platforms, they're starting to factor in things like visa requirements or relocation potential for people open to international relationships. It's matchmaking on a global scale.
That's incredibly comprehensive. And you touched on AI becoming more scientific earlier. Can you expand on that a bit?
Yes, definitely. AI is increasingly able to incorporate findings from relationship science, from psychology like attachment theory and behavioral research. So the matching isn't just based on stated preferences, but on what research suggests actually contributes to relationship success. And what's really powerful is the ability to do longitudinal analysis, tracking relationship outcomes over time, things like duration, satisfaction levels, hitting certain milestones, and feeding that data back into the algorithms to improve them continuously. They're learning from millions of real-world relationship trajectories about what actually works long-term. It's making the whole process much more data-driven and potentially more effective.
That continuous learning aspect is fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, so this raises a really practical question. If you're thinking about using one of these AI-driven platforms, what should you actually look for?
Yeah.
How do you navigate this as an informed user?
Well, it really does vary depending on who you are. Your life stage matters. For young adults, common questions are about how the AI handles things like changing career paths or evolving life goals, maybe how it integrates with social networks. Middle-aged users often have different concerns: blended families, financial compatibility, aligning on life stage. They might ask how a platform deals with busy work schedules or travel.
And for seniors, I imagine safety and companionship are high priorities.
Absolutely. Seniors often focus on companionship, shared interests, and definitely safety and verification. They might look for platforms that consider health or mobility, maybe have features for community building, or even allow some family involvement if desired. And for the LGBTQ plus community, it's vital to find platforms that truly understand diverse relationship structures, gender identities, sexual orientations, and handle sensitive issues like coming out status or identity disclosure respectfully and effectively. Finding that right fit is key.
Right, finding a platform that gets your specific context. Beyond those demographic points, what general things should anyone look at when choosing?
I think understanding the platform's matching philosophy is important. How transparent are they about their algorithm? What factors do they prioritize? Is it looks, personality, lifestyle, long-term goals? And maybe ask how they even define success. Is it just getting you dates? Or are they trying to foster lasting relationships? Also, look at the user base itself. Who uses this platform? What's the general vibe or culture? Are people active? Are they serious? What are their policies on fake profiles and moderation?
Good points. And then there are the practicalities, features, usability, and crucially, safety.
Exactly. Check out the features available, video chat, voice notes, group events. How good is the mobile app? What are the privacy controls like? Understand the costs, the subscription model. And safety is paramount. Ask hard questions about their identity verification, photo checks, social media links. How do they flag or handle suspicious accounts or harassment? What tools do they offer to protect you during communication? And importantly, look for advanced safety features for meeting in person, like maybe location sharing controls or ways to verify a meetup is happening. Peace of mind matters. So to sum up, AI in dating is moving incredibly fast. It's offering these really sophisticated tools for finding matches, improving communication, and facilitating connections for all sorts of people and goals. The big potential here is in making dating less draining, opening it up to more people, and really leveraging relationship science in the matching process.
So as you navigate this digital world of romance, it's worth remembering, right? AI gives us these powerful tools, amazing ways to find compatibility. But that real connection, that still hinges on those very human things, intuition, empathy, being open to the unexpected. The future probably holds even more personalized AI, adapting constantly to what we want. But it leaves us with a fascinating question, doesn't it? In this quest for the perfect match, what happens to spontaneity? What about the beautiful, sometimes messy human choices that lead to lasting love? Maybe the advice is to approach AI dating with awareness, know what the tools can do, but keep realistic expectations, and perhaps always leave a little room for that wonderful chaos life throws at us.